Actually, let me go copy this. So
what is it called?
It's called writing prompt. Writing. Okay, so this is what you should see. So I gave you some instructions to help you. So if you notice, there's a text box when we click on this, and it says click 3 times quickly on the words. Make sure it is highlighted, then start to type. So I'm going to click using my mouse 3 times really fast. 1, 2, 3. Oh, there you go. Do you see how it's highlighted in blue? Now, whenever I start to type, it's going to automatically get rid of all those words.
I can't see anything. Like, I could see you guys's, but are you putting the, like, are you showing us something?
Yeah, can you not see it?
No.
Okay, sorry. Let me try it again. I'm sorry, guys.
Me either.
Okay.
I thought you were just saying something.
No.
So I didn't...
Can you see it now? Can you see the screen?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, let me go back. That's why you didn't know what I was talking about.
Yeah, that's why.
So I'm under our classwork, under writing prompts. And I clicked here. I'm sorry, guys. Thank you for letting me know. And I'm on the first screen. Okay. And it says here, have you ever played a video game that your parents told you that you weren't allowed to play? Perhaps it had excessive violence or bad language. What was the game like? Do you understand why your parents might not want you to play it? So this is what they want us to write about. And then here's the note where I said how to click it 3 times so that it highlights. So I'm going to click on any one of these red words 3 times quickly using my mouse. And it highlights the whole thing. Okay? If I don't click on it 3 times quickly and I only do it twice, it only highlights the one word. But I want to get rid of all of this. So I'm going to click, oops. Okay. So make sure it's highlighted. And then you could either hit delete so that you can start writing your own words, or you could just start typing. Okay. So remember yesterday how I like to say I like to rephrase the question into a statement because there's a lot of the words up here already spelled for me? I'm going to do that. So the first question is, have you ever played a video game that your parents told you that you weren't allowed to play? That's the only thing I'm going to focus on right now. And I'm going to say, I have played a video game that my parents told me not to play, period. If you prefer to just watch me do this, that is fine. If you want to type along with me, you can do that as well, but it works best if you were able to get the second screen open. If not, just watch me, okay? Because I only want you to do slide 2, not slide 1. Someone's not muted. Could you mute, please? Thank you. Okay, so I have answered the first question. They wanted to know if I have ever played a game that they told me I couldn't, and I said, I have played a video game that my parents told me not to play. The second part says, perhaps it had excessive violence or bad language. What was the game like? Okay, so now I have to tell them what the game was like. And honestly, I can't remember the name of the game. It was a long time ago. So I'm going to forget saying what the name is. You might know the name, but I don't remember. So I'm just going to say the game was very violent. Now, this is a word I normally would struggle with, but it has part of it up here for me, right? So that's why I like to rephrase the question, because some of the words are already up here. And had bad language. And I'm going to go into a little more detail. You steal cars, and there was a lot of shooting. Okay? So now I told them what the game was like. And the last part is, do you understand why your parents might not want you to play it? As a kid, You might not understand. I don't understand. It's just a game. So I'm going to write that because as a kid, I probably didn't like, well, it's just a game, Mom, right? I do not understand. And that big word is right here, so I know how to spell it. Why my parents do not want me to play, comma, it is just a game, period. Okay? You don't have to say that you don't understand. Maybe you do understand. Maybe you understand why they don't want you playing games where you steal cars and shoot at people, right? I mean, that's pretty bad. So, and not all the games are like that. Obviously, you guys probably have different games than when I was growing up. But this is just an example. So, what I want you to take away from this lesson is that we are rephrasing the question into a statement so that we can use those words that we may struggle with spelling. I have I have 4 this time, but I at least have 3 complete sentences, and I'm working on my punctuation. I did start going through some of the monster writing, which was really great, by the way, but I did notice a lot of run-on sentences. And what a run-on sentence is that it's just one huge long sentence with no punctuation. So let me try to read this to you as if I didn't put punctuation, because punctuation, believe it or not, tells the person that's reading when to take a breath. So let me read this without punctuation. Are you ready? I have played a video game that my parents told me not to play. The game was very violent and had bad language, used steal cars, and there was a lot of shooting. I do not understand why my parents do not want me to play. It's just a game. That's hard to read like that, right? We need to take a breath. So punctuation tells the reader to take a breath. So with punctuation, it sounds like this. I have played a video game that my parents told me not to play. Breathe. The game was very violent and had bad language. Breathe. You steal cars and there was a lot of shooting. Another breath. I do not understand why my parents do not want me to play. Comma means another breath. It is just a game. Okay? So punctuation is really important when we're writing to tell whoever is going to read what we wrote, it's okay to take a breath. Okay? And don't worry, we will work more in depth with punctuation coming up this year. But I just wanted to make you aware why it's important to use punctuation. Do we have some hands up? I hear some talking. Does anyone have a question? Elena?
What if you hadn't played a game that your parents like? If your parents tell you don't play that game, what if you don't play it?
Good question. So here's what you would write then. You would have said, I have not played a video game that my parents. So you would just add the word not. Okay?
Okay.
But don't worry about this one because you guys aren't going to answer this one. You're going to do the second one. Okay. So on your classwork, to get to the second page, you either can click on the page 2 on the left, or if you're on page 1, you can arrow down. Okay? Here is your writing prompt that I want you to work on yourself. It says, if you could be a character inside any video game, which one would it be and why? Tell a story about a day in the life for your new video game character. So first you need to tell me what character you would want to be and tell me why you would want to be that character. And then tell me something that you would do in that video game as that character. So you're going to have at least 3 sentences. Okay? Remember, click on the red words first and you'll see this blue box pop up. This is your text box. And then you're going to click 3 times quickly until you see the whole sentence highlight. And then you can just start typing or you can hit delete. Okay? I'll say I did that and I say, oh, I didn't mean to do that. My bad. Remember, you can always hit the undo button and it comes back. Okay? So what if I did this by accident? I clicked here and I clicked on this and I hit delete and it deleted the entire box. Oh, I don't know what to do. Miss Doherty, help me. just go back to your undo button and it will bring the box back. Okay? So your assignment right now, you've got about